Lepo pozdravljeni na še zadnjem predavanju, ki bo hkrati tudi branje naših mednarodnih gostov. Kasneje bo sledila še okrogla miza z nominiranci za nagrado Zlati repec za najboljši strip za odrasle. Danes pa imamo tukaj War and Peace, dvojec iz Nemčije, ki je žal že prodal vse, kar sta imela s sabo, ampak pravita, da tudi če naročite prek spleta, lahko dobite podpisan strip kar na dom. Zagotovo bosta tega vesela. Več pa bosta povedala sama, tokratni moderator bo Izar Lunaček. Pogovor pa bo potekal v angleščini. So guys, very nice to have you here. I just explained that you don't have anything left to sell, but that they can order online, right? So thank you very much for coming and enjoy in the conversation or the reading first, right?
Well, welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Thank
Really
you.
fantastic to have you here.
We love the rolling R when you say war, war, war and peace.
War and
So
peace.
it's beautiful. I mean,
Yes.
it's such a beautiful language.
Even better if we said peace, we say grach. So that would be a perfect word to, yeah.
Krach.
Is that
War.
peas in Slovene? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
I was
War
gonna,
and
like at
krach.
first, like I was thinking about maybe doing like a small compilation of your work in Slovenian and naming it V grach se povrneš, which means ashes to ashes, peace to
People
peace.
like it.
So,
Yeah. Seems to work. Seems to work. Yeah.
So tell us, like we know that you're huge. We also saw that by you selling out all of your stuff today. So we know you have like I think like over 1 million followers on Instagram. But how did it all got started? Because I know like now you're big on Instagram, but I remember you from like 15 years ago when you were just like popping up on Facebook and in the sort of web comic community, which was completely different than it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, we started 14 years ago now with weekly comic strips, and we're doing it ever since. And yeah, times were kind of different because you were like gaining new followers like every day. Like the algorithms, they worked in totally different ways. Like we've been gaining like 10,000 followers a day, something like that, at times. And yeah, it was a wild time. Right? It was Wild Wild West.
The pioneering days.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's how it felt.
The good
somehow,
old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good time to start with webcomics because the platforms were still relatively young and people were very interested, and they got to see like there was a really like a one-to-one relationship. Like if you followed someone, you'd actually see their work, and there wasn't a lot of no advertising back in the beginning. And I remember it being very enjoyable also for me because I discovered a lot of artists on social media that I still follow today. So that was really nice.
Yeah, I remember. I think like at the beginning of webcomics, I think there were like 16 or 20,000 like comics being created all the time, and it really opened like a whole new. Yeah.
It exploded. It was really nice. Yeah.
And especially like for you, we talked about this a little bit over coffee. Like for two people from Germany, which doesn't right now have a very strong comic tradition. That was like a great opportunity for you guys to get like to a worldwide audience, which was like more reserved for people from the US before. I think that really opened it up as well.
Yeah, definitely. Many people still don't know that we live in Germany, and it kind of helps. I think people are like, "Oh my God, you must be Americans, right?" And I'm like, no, I mean she is American. She grew up in America, so it sort of helps because people are like, "Oh, Germany, okay." It's not as glamorous, and it's not, yeah.
But Germany, we talked about it. Germany doesn't have a lot of comics, and I thought, okay, it's just Germans who aren't very funny people anyway. Which is
Yeah,
like
that's
the
true, I
reputation.
think.
But we talked about it, and it's sort of like the reputation that you gained during the Third Reich, when lots of like satirists, yeah, but
Yeah.
not just because of the Third Reich. We're just talking like Germans are now considered like very, very strict and very serious, and before they were considered like the land of poets and the dreamers and philosophers.
Yeah, I mean, they killed all the funny people. That's sad, but that's like the sad truth of satire. And you know, it's one of the groups that are also often hunted down by fascist regimes. I mean, I don't want to allude to anything happening right now at the moment. But I think it's not a coincidence that a lot of the comic artists that were around, or like caricature artists, you know, satire artists that were around before the regime in the 30s and 40s, that was it, like that they didn't survive that time, or they had to go into exile and they left for the United States, for example. Yeah, so I mean, free speech is a very powerful tool too, and it's one of the first things that authoritarian governments want to dismantle. So yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't even aware when we were talking about it. You showed me like the father and son old cartoons, which came out like before the Second World War, and how like the guy got wiped out by the regime.
Yeah, he killed himself right before he was prosecuted. So yeah, we lost many great cartoonists in that era.
Just at that time, I thought like, like seriously, like Germany was a big force actually in satire and caricature and so on. Like lots of like the whole Max and Moritz thing, which influenced like the Katzenjammer kids, and so yeah, Germany was known like as a force in humor and satire before that. So, but now we have you, which is great.
Yes, okay, that's
Wow, no pressure.
that was sort of a downer. People are like, okay, they killed a lot of people. Right?
It's gonna get funnier, we promise.
Yeah.
Something survived. There's like, it's saplings growing from the...
Yeah, I mean, that's like the thing. I think there, despite its reputation, there are a lot of funny people in Germany nowadays. But I do feel that comics still are sort of a budding like medium. I think that they're still like not considered like very like part of culture or part of literature. They're sort of treated as like, oh well, it's, you know, it's silly, it's for kids, and I think that's slowly starting to change, thank God, because it's like there's so many great comic artists in German speaking, like, yeah, that are making great comics, and they deserve more recognition.
Yeah, 100%. Has anyone here ever been to a comic reading? Like, no? A few?
Last year we had done a Haifisch read. Did you see that maybe? No.
Okay, so maybe we should
Let's
try
do
to,
that.
Yeah,
Let's show the
we'll
people
do a
what you
test
do.
run.
like a test run.
Yeah.
It's 4-panel comics, so it's very quick.
Yeah,
right?
you have to pay attention. Don't sleep on us.
Don't
Mr. Johnson, I have to talk to you. Please have a seat.
Absolutely not. I know that trick. If I sit down, you'll tell me I'm gonna die, so I prefer standing.
Fuck, this guy's good.
Yeah, that's what they look like. If you haven't seen, if you haven't seen a comic of ours before, so okay, next one.
All right.
Nice. Maybe you
Okay.
should do like a sound at the end. I'll do like a wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's your part, okay? A sprayer spraying "fuck the police."
Freeze! Hey, wait up! I thought you wanted to fuck! That's one of our favorite characters. His name is Officer McSexy. And I think if you can see his bodacious behind, you know why he deserves this nickname. So
He has
yeah,
really
he's
nice thighs as well.
yeah, he's buff, and he's not really good at being a cop, but he is good at having a great ass. So that's just basically his only talent. Yeah.
Next one, ready? Okay. So last question: where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where's the sound?
Wah, wah, wah.
Thanks. You have to come home.
I told you not to call me at work.
Remember the carpet you bought with the Ouija board design?
Yes, so cute.
Well, the Roombas summoned 3 demons with it.
And?
You have to lend me some money. Thank you.
Yeah, Lord Nibbles has a gambling addiction. If you've read other strips of ours, you know that he has a bit of a problem with poker.
There are actually people who can read better than us. So There's a voice actor, or it's like several voice actors who are like voicing comic strips for us. So we brought one of those, which got like, I think 2 million views on YouTube or something like that. Like
Wow,
it's been a
really?
lot, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
His name is Nicholas Cairns.
Dating is out of control since those Twilight movies. All of a sudden, vampires are cool. Vampires are hot. Here's a message. Suck me dry, you sexy, jagged tooth zaddy. Oh, people under 400 don't know the art of seduction.
He does the rolling R as well, right? So
Yeah, it's great for a vampire.
yeah, for vampire, war and krach.
So do you still have any vampires in Germany?
We have a lot of castles. It's castle land, but you do have many castles.
Our
as well.
chancellor looks a little bit like a vampire, I think.
Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe it's like a secret vampire
I would not be
conspiracy.
surprised. I would not be surprised. But also, I think he also looks like Mr. Burns. Usually, people like if they're like people like I don't know these people, but people that make fun of the chancellor, they say he looks like Mr. Burns.
You know that he
He's
might
also
watch
like
this.
pretty vampire.
What?
He might watch the footage because this is being recorded. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're laughing, laugh extra loud. Okay. So people on the internet think we're super funny, like extra funny.
Yeah. Okay.
And sorry, Mr. Merz, if you're watching this, I'm so
Don't
sorry.
apologize. We still have free speech. We still.
For now, yeah.
For now.
This is gonna get vaulted, and then like in 5 years, it's gonna be just
Oh my gosh.
used against you. But
We'll get Jimmy Kimmeled.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like actually no. I mean, would you say that your stuff is like also like socially critical? Because I thought, especially like the last book, is more biting.
Yeah, but that's not what we're thinking about when we're writing the jokes.
Yeah.
Like after, when we're looking back on the jokes, we're like, okay, that there's a topic here, so maybe we could make a book out of it. And yeah, that's why the new book is called High Earth, and it's about like anything about Earth and its inhabitants. Like Earth is our favorite planet, so we thought let's make a book out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of like global warming and those sort of jokes.
Yeah.
But it's very nice because it's like very dry, very cynical, very
Yeah.
sort of like hopeless and bleak
no.
in a way, but like in a really good way. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like I just take all of my hope
That sounds
away.
horrible.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my God.
but it's like I feel like we're sort of we're like the band on the Titanic. We're gonna play it till it's over. It's like what else are we gonna do? Like that's our thing. We want to be like at least trying to be silly and having a good time. But also I think there's a way of making this topic maybe a bit more, to spread like awareness without like wagging your finger all the time, because I feel like that people don't want to hear that, they become sort of like deaf to it. I don't know, maybe humor is a way to talk about these things in a more engaging way.
It bursts a bubble. Yeah, especially like one that I saw where you have like, I hope you don't have it like on this slide, so I'm not gonna like spoil the joke. But I think it's like Earth sitting down and an off voice is asking it, Earth, are you okay? Are you gonna be okay? And she's like, oh, I'll be fine. I don't know about you guys. And I really like that because we're constantly like hearing this message, oh no, we have to be kind to Mother Earth. We're damaging Mother Earth. It doesn't give a fuck. It's gonna survive. We're gonna destroy ourselves.
Yeah, that's the irony of it. Yeah, we're pretty much we're killing off like our own crew, which is like really the sad thing about it.
But it's a sort of narrative that you rarely hear. It's always like this compassion to Earth as the other. No, just like take care of yourself. It'll be, I like it. It's good.
Some more comics before it gets sad again here.
Want to come to my place? I have the body of a 19-year-old.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Must be here somewhere. Ah, there you go. Even 2 19-year-olds.
Why are you laughing? Did you draw something funny on my face while I was dozing off? You know I can't see myself in the mirror. It's another bunch of dicks, isn't it? Hey, I'm back. So which life was that?
I thought you were keeping track.
I thought you were. Okay, let's just start at one again. That's how they do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the top 10 of how you almost died? Remember that one guy you almost went home with?
Oh my God! Was he a serial killer? A cannibal?
No, his bathroom floor was very slippery.
It's usually not very exciting. I think like the most mundane ways to die, probably.
I don't know how many of these I can.
Should we switch?
Yeah,
Should I
no.
do the
Oh,
Grim
yeah.
Reaper?
Do you want to
next?
do it?
I'll
the next
try.
one? Okay.
I'm here to reap your soul.
Joke's on you. I sold my soul years ago and had it replaced with this iPhone charger.
Thank God, I'm down to 2%.
Yeah, joke's on him because iPhone chargers change like every 2 years. So which iPhone charger is it? It's like, wait, I have multiple.
If you sell your soul, it's like a morphing charger, which
Yeah, at least I would hope. Yeah, depends on what your soul is worth.
I'm not sure. What's the value of soul these days? Do you know?
1 million
know.
followers. We sold our soul.
So yeah, do you like? I mean, you do a lot of like very cynical, very dark stuff, like with death always and so on. But then on the other hand, you have all these slutty people. It's like
Yes.
slutty witches,
Yes.
slutty
Thirsty
cops.
scientists, buff cops. Yeah. We make pretty horny comics, I'd say. Yeah.
So it's sex and death, basically.
Yes. I mean the two things of life, I'd say. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say the comics are cynical. I would say there's a lot of irony in it, and there's definitely some dark humor in it. But we ourselves, we're pretty hopeful people for the future. So so we try to make hopeful, like some sort of hopeful comics. But often the ending is dark, but all the characters, they're surviving and they're changing and they're getting better from time to time, over time, I mean. So
Yeah, that's, I guess, I mean, that's sort of what's hopeful about really, cynical isn't probably the word, because with cynical you still have a stance to take, but just like wiping everything clean, and there's still somebody there finding it funny and laughing and being an asshole still. That's hopeful.
And I think also, I think it's not a coincidence that most of our characters are sort of eternal. Like the vampire lives forever, death will always be there. The witch has survived, Salem, so she's back. Lord Nibbles is once one of the under lieutenants of the underworld, and he got cursed to live in the body of a cat because he did this uprising and it didn't go well. So I think that's for us also this sense of comfort. You always come back to this cast. They're always there for you, and they always there's always, they're at the end of the day, they're on the couch, they're watching a movie, and they're ready for their next stupid little adventure.
yeah, it's comic relief. It's not we don't try to crush people with reality, right? I think watching the news, it's very crushing, and it's very I don't know, it's frustrating sort of. And we try to be something you go to and you get some sort of a relief to it. Yeah, like a chuckle. Okay.
Thank you for reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think like pathetic narratives like the news sometimes are maybe not cynical enough. Real hopefulness comes from this complete nihilism, really.
Oh yeah, that's a perspective. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I have to say I'm not a fan of nihilism because I'm very idealistic. I do believe activism actually works, and I want also to I would say I'm someone that enjoys or tries to see what can I do, even if it's not probably I don't do enough. But I think nihilism is a bit dangerous because then you might feel oh, it's hopeless, so I might as well not do anything. And so I feel humor might be a way to draw your attention to something and open like a dialogue about things, but like not in a preachy or like a heavy kind of way. Because I think that's, I don't know, I think that's not our style. Like I read a lot of different types of comics. I also read like really like, you know, heavy or like very like things with a lot of pathos and things like that. And I just feel like other people can do that better. Like I just feel like that's not our language of expressing ourselves. Like we're always like making the stupid jokes, the silly jokes, and yeah, it's just like how we communicate.
But it's jokes that like open up your mind. I think that's like the good thing about it. Like good humor is one that's gonna like open up a fresh perspective, and that's always like the hopeful part. That you can always look for stuff from another perspective. Yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
And it's intelligent. I think. Yeah. I mean, humor is. It makes you think. It's philosophical. It's. It gives you like a fresh take on stuff.
We hope so. We hope that people...
Very smart to make silly comics. That's what I'm taking out of this conversation.
I think we have 1 or 2 more comics to read. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah,
no?
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
To business, yes.
You read the Grim Reaper now, because your voice is much better, I think. Ding dong.
Ah, yes. Right this way.
Says here he died of a stroke. Where is his head?
You expect me to starve?
He died an hour ago.
Like I said, you expect me to starve?
Anyone who has a cat will know this is pretty close to the truth.
That's fun about cats. They eat you, but like
Yes.
before, yeah.
Yeah, and they usually start with the face. So it's actually true. And
I mean,
actually
it's the
have
softest part. Like we like the cheeks.
Yes. Yeah. It might be the tastiest also, and true, and softest. And I actually have 2 cats, and I was thinking about this, like, oh no, how horrible. But then I thought again, like, wow, what a great final gift to give to your pet, like to give them like a chance to survive until someone maybe comes and like finds them. So it'd be an honor.
You don't have to be worried, yeah. With the dog, you're constantly, oh, if I die, I have a dog. How will it survive? And it will.
Oh gosh, yeah.
If it survives, then it will cry on my grave and.
Yeah,
die of hunger.
a dog might be pretty upset. Cats are just like, okay, well, time's up. I waited 2 minutes now. Now it's time. Feast time.
Has anyone ever asked themselves if they might be a werewolf secretly, but they don't know about it? Because, oh, okay, because we have.
You might be a boring werewolf.
Okay.
Boring werewolves. Good night. Good morning.
Yeah, it's Chris Cray.
Yes.
Thanks.
I love that so much.
It's gonna
He
be
did
nice,
such a
yeah.
good job animating it. Yeah, we're really bad at animation, so we really love when people, do these animations
Did they
for
like
us.
offer themselves?
Yes,
to,
yeah. He wrote us and said, "I'd love to animate the strip," and we're like, "Okay, we're on board."
But how do you do that? I mean, then you publicize it and
Yes.
yeah.
So usually we offer we can't offer a lot of money to people that would want to do this regularly. So usually it's like a one-off sort of thing, and then we also when we share it, we promote their channel, or we say hey, this person did this and they're open for commissions or things like that, and hope that gives them a push. Usually these are people working in that field. They're actually doing it professionally, and they enjoy having I don't know, a side project, I think maybe, or get practicing maybe different voices. Yeah. So.
That's cool, but you never got an offer to animate stuff, to do an animated series?
We had a film agent before, and it's on our bucket list to go into animation, of course.
I'm working on a series at the moment with my solo project, Fun Girl. And as these things do take some time, it will take a while until you can see anything, but we're actually working on a series, at the moment.
From Fun Girl?
For Fun Girl, yes.
Okay, which is that's very heavy. Yeah,
yeah, but it's also really, it's very funny. It's going to be extremely silly and very, it's wild. Yeah,
Okay.
so, yeah.
Okay, I'm interested in that. Cool.
Lots of action, lots of
We're not
goo.
100% sure if she is allowed to talk about it yet.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
yeah.
really sure if it's
So
like
it stays
yeah. So
in this room, and also
Yeah.
the footage from the camera it stays in this room. Okay.
yeah. We're currently writing the first the pilot, so we'll see how it
Although I
goes.
can imagine, like even War and Peace could be like a really interesting series,
Yeah.
but then you'd have to expand it into not just like little jokes.
Yes, yes, we're definitely interested in that, and we have been working on like building the world, like War and Peace Town, and like where does everyone live, and what's like their backstory and things like that, because that's a lot of fun for us. But we haven't had any like concrete like offers yet. So, but
Very
if
interesting.
anyone is listening that would like to make us an offer, hit us up.
Well,
We're very
they did a
interested.
series now out of that Strange New Planet, right? But that didn't
Yes,
turn out.
yes.
That didn't turn out that well. It was
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen it yet. We're big fans of the comic and
Yeah, me too.
also of Nathan. You know him personally.
Yeah,
And-
he's a friend, and
Yeah.
his mind is amazing. Like it's beautiful, and the way he thinks about the world and the way he writes the jokes, it's just incredible.
He is.
Yeah.
You say he is kind of like an alien, right? Like
Yeah, he
he's
has a
like
way
yeah.
of thinking like an alien. He looks like the most beautiful person in the world. He looks like an American hero, and and then he's talking like in like weird like pictures and images and everything. It's beautiful. Like Strange Planet, the comic. It's hilarious if you don't know it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite ingenious.
Check it out.
It's really
Yeah.
cool, yeah. I'll follow
Yeah,
that
and I
on
haven't
Instagram, so.
watched the series. Not entirely. I watched
It did
one episode
translate
with
really
him.
well, like from the short jokes into the
okay.
longer ones. So yeah, I think you have to, if you ever do it, one has to really
I
take
think
care how
that's
to.
the thing. Like comics is its own medium, and it's not always like you said, it doesn't always translate well to like a series format. And also like, if you're like, I noticed this now because I'm now writing for TV. Writing a comic and writing for TV, completely different ballgame. It's like you think like, oh, it's writing is writing, but it's so different. There's so many rules, and how to fit something in like a 22-minute episode. It's like this whole thing, and I'm learning a lot. Like it's really interesting.
Yeah, especially like from a 4-panel comic to a longer thing. Like Fungal
Yes,
was your
yes.
first longer thing,
It
right?
was yeah, true. It has longer episodes in it, and I think it will work. I mean, of course, I hope it really will, because I think it's very like kinetic. Like it has a lot of energy. There's always like movement, and the series will also be very much like that. Like every scene, you're like thinking, oh my God, why is this? Oh no! And then it gets worse and worse and worse, and then you're like, oh my gosh, and yeah, like the character she's very chaotic.
We were just talking before, like at the masterclass with Benjamin, who when he was doing like his beatback Fox from the graphic novel to the cartoon, how many scenes he had to throw out because they just didn't work. They worked wonderfully in the comic and just did not work in and he says like his sort of idea is that when you read the comic, you sort of edit it in your head. You just leave out the stuff that you don't like so much. You skip over some stuff, and when you're watching it, just all takes a lot of time, and it's just there. So you have to edit some of that out. It's interesting. Yeah.
So if you ever see the Fungal series or War and Peace series, you have to watch it. And what's very important for the networks is that you watch it until the end. So that's like a secret here. Yeah. So if you don't like it, if you don't like the series,
but you want to do us a favor.
Just
mute
leave it
it.
on. Just mute it and leave it on.
Yes, exactly.
And then we'll get good ratings from the networks.
Yes,
okay?
thank you so much.
So,
yeah, we really appreciate it.
And it helps keep the comic going. So yeah, that would be very nice.
Are you guys you guys are able to leave off this now? You can just do like the War and Peace and you're okay. Okay.
Yeah, we do comics as our main job, as our main profession. We do have like, or we did have like a side side hustle. Sounds kind of shady. Yeah. No, we did have like other jobs that we had going for several years just because, we weren't really sure if comics would be able to pay the bills. But since a few years, it's been going well, and yeah,
cool.
So it's really, we feel very lucky because we know that it's quite a difficult area to make a living.
Have you had like any weird sort of like commercial jobs that you agreed to like in the last 10 years that were just like strange, like featuring your characters?
I was working as a Christmas tree once for like a couple of weeks before Christmas, just at the parking lot, like handing out flyers and stuff, like handouts.
Yeah. And I worked at a gas station where the owner was very chill and just left for like days at a time, and I could just we had this really great sound system, so every Friday night when I had like my shift, I would just turn up the music on like the parking lot of the gas station, and then people would just come and like party there. It was really like, yeah. And sometimes he'd call and I'd have to be like, okay, you guys, let's get a little quiet, like turn down the music. Hi, Michael. How are you? Yes, things are great with the gas station. Everything's amazing. Yeah, it was a pretty chill job, actually. It was quite nice.
That's a cool job.
Yeah, it was. It was like one of those, it wasn't like part of a chain. It was like his own gas station.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really, really quite cool.
Only in Europe.
Yeah. And like the people that hung out there, like I think they drank quite a lot of alcohol, but they were like really like chill and just like hanging out all day.
They weren't your friends. You just like
no,
played
they
the
were
music
just like
for random people.
Yeah, no, they were just like hanging out like in the parking lot.
Okay.
But they were like my friend was like, oh, isn't that like weird to like, at 12 o'clock at night? And I was like, yeah, but they're harmless. Like they're just having fun. Like it's fine.
And you just played the music for them?
Yeah, like I would.
And
it was
stayed
like
in the station.
It was like my hard techno phase. Because this gas station was near the Swiss border, and there was quite a vibrant techno scene there. Because that's where I finished my school, and it was the job I had when I was finishing school to like save up money for college and stuff like that. So
Really?
Techno, like we would listen to like some hard techno, and then sometimes the neighbors complained, so I'd have to turn it down.
Cool.
It was nice.
But like the comic, like both of you draw it and both of you write it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it work? Let's say the writing part. How do you come up with like with jokes? Do you just like sit around and?
No, we use our sketchbooks to just get like initial ideas, and then we show each other. So and then very often the story changes like slightly, but very often also it's completely new story. Just talking about the character, talking about like what could happen then, and just laughing and having fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like the idea comes from one of the sketchbooks from one of you, and then the other acts as an editor, and you go.
Yeah, we
very
have
cool.
like a mini writer's room. We bounce ideas off each other, and then we get like that sort of break or twist in the punchline.
Cool. And the drawing? How do you like split the drawing up?
We alternate on drawing, and then one does the drawing and the other does the coloring. Sometimes we switch, and works.
Cool. And it works. You developed like a style that completely blends.
Yeah.
Cool. How did you develop this style? Because it's like very particular with the very simple round heads and almost no mouths. Did it came from?
It's a good question.
Did you not know how to draw in the beginning?
Yeah. No, we went to, actually, believe it or not, we went to art school and we actually learned how to draw. But I definitely remember being quite frustrated in art school. Like we had to do like obviously all of this like technical drawing, anatomical drawing, all of these things, and I remember feeling like kind of stifled and not wanting to draw like realistically or drawing like in a like the proper way, the art way. So I remember like us talking about like how we could maybe sort of just do something that's really quick and easy to get our ideas out there and not like have it be too overburdening like of an art style, because sometimes I think having an art style, or I think sometimes being over realistic can harm the humor because you're so distracted by the visual beauty of something that maybe you're not like quick in the joke. I don't know, that's just like this feeling I have.
It's exactly, yeah.
But
like Scott McCloud claims that you can't make humor with non-cartoony faces.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I would say it's difficult, and it works in a different way. And I feel like our characters have this sort of deadpan, sort of derpy look, and I really think that serves our humor quite well. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And then we sort of added mouths like over time to get more like range in the drawings, and to evolve the writing also. Yeah, but when you take a look at the first book, like this one here, everything.
I think. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Bundeskanzler Merz
It's run out of.
has joined the chat.
Like here, take this one.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the art style has evolved, of course. Like this is the first book, and now High Earth, which just was released this year. Like it's way better, I think. Like the. Yes, but just on the cover.
Yeah, just on the
that's,
cover,
That's
yeah.
just for cover. Yeah, that's just for like lure you in to buy it, right? Yeah. No, oh my God, it's just dots, okay?
You still can't draw, damn it.
Oh, cute dog.
Yeah, we don't have. No, it's okay. We'll give you over to the audience. Like,
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Give us over to the audience.
Can you maybe just describe like the initial stuff when you started? How did it look like? I mean, you said, "Oh, let's try to make a comic." Now it's like the time for the internet. Let's try to do it in English. And what happened then? How it became possible for it to be popular?
Yeah, so the old people, and I would include myself, like the older generation here will remember there was a site called WordPress and Tumblr, and that's where we actually started. We started like a WordPress blog because it was free. It was really easy to just like claim your own website and then just like upload things there. And then there was this function to connect Tumblr. So we were like, okay, that's cool. So we started a Tumblr and the WordPress blog, and we just like had this really easy sort of thing set up, which was free and cheap. Like it was free and it was very like low. Yeah,
Low maintenance?
Yeah, low maintenance. But I was saying like the level of entry level was not hard, like, you know. So and then we had this really great talk with comic artist Barbara Edin, a German comic artist, who said, hey, if you guys want to do this, I can recommend being very consistent about releasing every week. So this was a really good tip that she gave us, where we were like, okay, that's going to just be our thing. We'll study and finish everything as not to disappoint our parents, and maybe also do like real jobs, but on the side, we're gonna do this webcomic. So for many years, like the first 3-4 years, it was like just on the side. We just did a comic every week. We uploaded it. Then when Facebook came, we started with Facebook. When Instagram came, we started with Instagram. And yeah, and then that kind of grew and grew and grew. I mean, we've been doing it for 14 years, so of course there's a lot of, like, it took a long time, I would say. Now it seems like, oh, wow, but it took a while. Like, it was pretty slow.
But like you guys know each other from art school.
Yes.
You came up with the idea. Yeah.
Yes, we met in art school pretty early, and we just realized we have the same humor. Like, it was really easy. We were already riffing ideas off each other, like being really silly and thinking like, this is a joke. This is like, you know, and we were just writing down these things. You were studying film initially, so at first we thought maybe we could go into like sketch comedy, things like that, but then that brought like its own hardships with
Yeah,
us.
it's way too difficult to produce new sketches like all the time, but the idea is we're coming faster than like our ability to get a crew, get a funding and everything. So it was like comics because it's way faster, and it was just a fit. Yeah. I think, yeah.
Yeah, maybe now you would be doing those like popular little TikTok sketches, you know that.
I think about that a lot. I think like if we'd started like now, it probably would have been more like in the sense that like TikTok sketches or things like that. Like now that's much more normal. But I mean, this sounds ridiculous because I mean, we're not that old. But back then, there was no TikTok. There wasn't even Instagram. Like it was so, it was still so like new, this sort of concept. Wait, you can share your things online and people can sign up to read it. It's so cool. Like it was really like this golden moment of webcomics.
Okay, so we'll have like an opportunity for somebody else to ask something. Does anybody have any questions as well for John and Liz?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
You're scaring them. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We've met.
Yeah,
this-
we've met.
yeah. Hi. Sorry for spilling beer.
No, it's fine. I love when my hands smell like beer. I've been smelling them ever since.
Yeah. So this witch character, how did she come to be alive?
Kind of.
I think we had the initial comic was her being like catcalled by a guy who was like, "Oh, hey, what are you dressed up? A slutty witch?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm not dressed up. I am a slutty witch." And I think that was the initial comic, and people loved the comic, so we just continued with her, and we haven't stopped, and we don't want to stop because she's amazing, and yeah, we love her. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it was you sort of birthed her, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
this one was my idea, and you brought up most of the Grim Reaper comics.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Officer McSexy.
And Officer McSexy.
I wanna
that's hers,
claim
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I remember like sometimes we'll have like sketches in our sketchbook, and then one of us, we regularly like have sessions where we show each other, and I remember you like pointing to something saying like, "What's that? That looks like a cool character," you know? So I think a lot of our characters sort of derive from us being very like spontaneous and doodling things, and the other one then seeing potential in the character. So I think that's what's great about working in a duo, that you see something that maybe the other person didn't really see. Yeah.
Yes.
Next question.
Hey, do you have a joke or, I don't know, a character, something that you feel didn't do as well, that you found really funny but didn't work out as well that you think it should?
Yes, all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time. We have jokes that we find hilarious, and then it's bombing. It's
Yeah,
not-
yeah, we have some.
nobody really cares about those,
No.
and then
We
other
had
ones.
some pro
that-
wrestlers where they were
oh
called
yeah, the wrestlers.
El
yeah.
Smoocho and El Cudlo, and we wanted them to like, you know, not like
Get things going in the
Yeah.
ring. Okay.
And then people like didn't really appreciate that.
I don't know why. No.
I
And
thought it was
then
hilarious. Yeah.
The last panel, you see
Just
a
like
mother
clothes flying.
like closing the eyes of the child because
Because it's like,
and the clothes are like
yeah, that comic
flying
didn't
off
do
stage.
well. I love it. And also we have this format. Like I'm not trying to get you guys to sign up to our Patreon because that would be like really like salesy and kind of sleazy, but we do have this thing also, like one of us will think, oh, this comic is hilarious and show the other, and the other will be like, no. And what we then do is we let them compete against each other. Like we save them up, and then we do this thing called Comic Smackdown where we let our patrons vote, and it's really brutal.
It is
so
pretty brutal.
brutal.
And we have awards made, and at the end of each year, the winner gets
Yeah.
like we're counting throughout the year who's winning and who's not, and the winner gets an award at the end of the year.
So Jonathan won last year.
and I'm about to win this year
Oh
as well.
my God! Come on!
I'm
Yeah,
ahead
he's
then.
like. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
because
been grooming our
the thing
audience on
is-
Patreon. I really do have to say, like you.
The thing is, Elizabeth doesn't appreciate jokes about or rarely appreciates jokes about jizz and about
That's not
like
true.
bodily fluids.
I did a comic
but
called
our patrons-
Jizzville that was like about a town where the town fountain is like
It's jizz.
jizzing, and like, but yeah, and our patrons, they love,
love
the
it.
jizz humor.
They love
They go nuts for it,
Cum
and I'm just
humor.
like, it's too much jizz humor. Save it for Patreon. And Jonathan's like, I'm gonna destroy you in the next Comic Smackdown. I'm like, oh my God.
And she has so well-crafted jokes, like competing against those like cum jokes, and it's amazing to see that the cum jokes win, like
yeah,
all
they,
the time.
they
like,
always
all
win.
the time.
They
okay?
always win. It's
People
so
love
crazy.
that.
I'm like, okay, wow.
And those are like fully finished comics, not just sketches.
No, they're more sketches. They're more like straight out of the sketchbook. So they're pretty raw, but yeah. In
Only
your
on
case, they're
Patreon.
very raw. Yeah.
Only on Patreon, just saying. It's up to you if you sign up or not.
Do you know what your demographic is? Like how old these people are? and which
13-year-old
gender?
boys. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, we actually don't know. I think on like Instagram you can see, and it's pretty half and half. And I think they're about our age, so that's kind of nice because I mean we're like half and half, so it kind of makes sense. But I think like I don't know. It's not like we haven't looked lately, so who knows?
Did we answer that question, or what was the question again?
Yeah, sorry, we digressed.
No, you answered.
Sorry.
We digressed into your favorite topic.
Maybe one last question. Oh, now it's going to be like a
we
genius.
scare
No more
them.
questions. We're around, like
Yeah,
after.
we're going to be. You're going. Yeah.
Yeah, if you hate the jokes, you can tell us directly. Or like,
And that's the nice
Anything.
thing about Tinta. We can always hang out informally as well. Here,
Yes.
there's going to be like a little party in the evening as well, so we can you can still chat to the guys here. Don't be shy, right? Yeah.
Yes, don't be shy.
don't be shy. And I was going to ask, what's happening tonight?
Well, we have like one more round table. Then there's like an award ceremony
Yes.
and a little concert, and then it's party.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful.
We'll be around.
We'll be around.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.